Okay, I'm back on this. Interrupted there again. Okay, so we lubed up the bearings there, or the race. So here's our tit washer, goes in here, goes in that little titty hole down there. That way the washer doesn't eat up that clip that's in there. If you ran a non-titty washer over here, it would spin against the clip and tear it up. So this is the non-titty washer. It's the same washer, just with and without the tit. This one over here has the race that's in there, the seal piece that's in there next to the clip. So the clip is behind it, so it's protected. So the washer just goes in there like that. No big deal. Okay, so there's our one washer, but there should be another one sitting around here somewhere. Somewhere another one disappeared too. Excuse me. Alright, so let's get this thing together. Get our bearings on here. I'm going to re-lube this again because the lube's all draining away. So you get our bearings going there like that. Now you put the bearings next to the flywheel, we'll put them next to the race. They're supposed to go next to the race on the other side, as I recall. Let me see, does it go that way or the other way? I forget now. I think I went in this direction. And then the washer went up against this. Boom, right there. That's what I did. So we're going to put some lube on these. Put the washer in there. The washer should be below the surface. And it is. That's what we want. I think that's the thick washer. Yeah, just below the surface, so it does work on that side. We're missing a washer here somewhere. So where did the other washer run off to? Oh, hey dumbass, it's on the flywheel over there. It's right here. There we go. And that's a little bit thicker than the other one. Even though this looked like a thick washer, it's not as thick as the thick one, see? Right, so that one goes right there, and once again it's got to be below the surface. Otherwise it'll bottom out and lock up the washers. It'll lock up the cages and the rollers won't work correctly, so got to make sure they're below the surface. Alright, we got our crank over here. Get some lube on that. Make sure the thrust washers get lube on them because I want to tear them up. Alright. Things all lubed. Get the lubricant off my fingers. Okay. Case down a little bit. Run the rag out. Wipe down the gasket surface. You always get a little residue coming off even though everything's clean a bunch of times. Still get residue. Aluminum absorbs everything. Just gonna go a little more on that one. So that was a clean rag, so. Alright, so now we can put our 3-bond sealer on there, which is this stuff right here. You can figure what I use. I use my finger to put it on too. Oh, that damn thing's on there. Well stuck. There it goes. Here's the lid is sealed onto the container. So that you just put on your finger like that. You rub it where you want it to go. Put a nice thin layer on the gasket surface. So in this case it just goes on top, it doesn't go down in the groove in here. Don't put it in the groove. Just get a nice good layer on there, nothing super heavy, just a good even layer. You just take the tube and go like that along the whole thing and goop it together. All that extra goop just goes on both sides. The outside we don't care about, but the inside we do. You don't want this stuff going through the inside of your motor. Unlike silicone, it will break up, but it's still, you don't want it in there. It can plug up stuff still. Silicone's the worst. Okay, nice layer everywhere around. Same thing with this one. And this one you got the edge over here, so you put the lubricant, you put it right up against the edge. So that way when you squeeze it together, it's like a big O-ring worth of crap, and it squeezes against this one and it squishes outward. Most of it goes out, not in. So it does 100% seal. Keep it off the top of this lip over here, because otherwise it goes inside your motor again, which we're trying not to do. You see it's not going in there, you get a little layer in there until it does. Wipe off your excess. Okay. Okay, it's all gooped up. So you can see on this one here, you weren't really trying to get it in the groove, even though a couple places I did. Up here, you're trying not to get on the top, even though you got a little bit up on there, but you want to make sure the inner groove here is all the way around. See right there, it's got a little bubble. So you make sure that's all in there. So it's like an O-ring laying in there right now. When you squish this all together, it's going to, 90% of the stuff's going to go out and only 10% to the inside. Once again, you don't want it on the inside where it goes in your motor, but you can have a little bit. Okay, so Put this side here on first. This side goes on next. Just gonna hold it like that. Bring this side back down again. Oh, you dumbass. Can't remember the last time I did that stupid thing. I put the crank in backwards. I can't remember the last time I did that. Yep, that was a smooth move. Yep, that was a good one. Slid off there, and the washer came off as well. Okay, dumbass, this time put on correctly. So left side goes on left side, right on right. Don't forget. Make sure your washer is over your titty over here, otherwise it jams up. Okay. That's why I was fighting to put it on so much. Should just slid on like that. Now the long side is the one that goes on the pinion side. How much easier it goes together this way. Not fighting as much like it was last time. That should have been the first clue there was something wrong. I was fighting it. Okay, there you go. What a difference.